Welcome to Cord Cutting Today, where we break down some of the biggest stories happening in the world of cord cutting, including today. Disney sets a release date for ESPN's standalone streaming service. Soon you'll be able to pay for ESPN Direct without needing any other channels to watch ESPN networks. Local Fox stations and ABC stations are maybe understandably a little unhappy about this new joint streaming service of Fox Sports, Warner Bros. Discovery, and Disney. That's launching this fall. And local TV stations are basically saying, pay up. We want our cut of that money if you're going to air games that air on our local television stations. We'll tell you what you need to know about that. And Fubo has come out and says they're very concerned about these new streaming service. Its stock price has been hit very hard. A lot of people are worried about the future of Fubo with these new standalone sports streaming services. These stories and a whole lot more coming up in a quick minute. First though, if you want to learn more about these, check out the show notes down below and in the first pinned comment. I'll put a link to each story there so you can read them for yourself and come up with your own opinions. I'd love to hear from you. If you're new here, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up, let YouTube know you enjoy what we do here so YouTube recommends our videos to more people, helping us grow and hopefully helping you break free from the high costs of television. Alright, so Disney's standalone streaming service for ESPN is one of the most exciting things that happen in cord cutting. It's the closest we're getting to a la carte TV of major channels. With this, basically, you'll be able to pay directly to ESPN a monthly fee and stream their channels without needing to get YouTube TV, cable, satellite, or any other TV bundle. Now, Disney says this service will launch in August of 2025, conveniently right before the start of the college football season. And pro football season, well timed there for the sports fans to quickly build this up. Now, this is separate from its bundled service. Now, earlier this week, we learned that Disney, Warner Bros. Discovery, and Fox had teamed up to launch a streaming service the fall of 2024, so this year. Through that, you'll be able to get live channels to things like BTN, ESPN, Fox Sports, games from TNT, TBS, and others. Now with this, though, this is a different service. This is launching next year in August of 2025. Things like pricing and limitations and exact details are unknown at this time. Would expect it to be sold through the ESPN app, maybe as an add-on to ESPN Plus. We'll wait and see what happens. All right, next up, we just talked about that service launching this year that has Fox, ESPN, and Warner Bros. Discovery Sports streaming live without needing to pay for things like MSNBC, Fox News, CNN, HGTV, and other ones. While local ABC and Fox station owners, primarily Gray Television, one of the largest out there, has come and said, hey, if you're doing this, we need some money. We want to be paid if you're going to be streaming games that would have aired on our local television stations. Now, they didn't use that word. They used the very popular word when they want money of saying that they want to support the ability of local TV stations to maintain trusted local news operations that benefit everyone. This is the same argument they used when they wanted to turn services like YouTube TV, Fubo, and Hulu Plus Live TV into cable TV companies, because then they can negotiate directly and get more money from them. It's kind of the polite way to say, pay up, we want money from you for our content. Now with this, it is interesting. We don't know all the details. Will this include all the local TV stations with this, all the feeds there? I'm assuming during the games, ESPN3 kind of does this. If a game's on, for example, ABC, we often see them stream for free on the ESPN3 in the past. Not always, but often. Is that going to be what's happening here? How is this going to play out? Mark my word, this will have a negative impact on some. Disney was very clear that this service is targeting cord cutters and people who are thinking about cord cutting. I do believe a service like this will dramatically increase the rate of cord cutting going forward as people find it easier and easier to cut the cord. Because of that, local television stations will get less money. And now they want Disney and Fox to cut them into the cut on this streaming service. We'll see what happens. You let me know. Do you think local TV stations should get a cut of this streaming service or not? All right, Fubo has come out and said they are very concerned about this new streaming service. Their stock price took a big hit. They target being that sports-friendly streaming service. They're kind of pricey. They just had a price hike. Well, if this new streaming service is cheaper and it's expected to be cheaper, that could significantly undercut their market. We'll have to keep a very close eye on this, but Fubo has come out and said they're very suspicious of the motives behind this. Basically, it cuts out the middleman, right? ESPN has a channel, streaming services and cable TV are the middleman, and you're the end customer. And it's basically Fox, ESPN, and Warner Bros. Discovery, skipping over the middleman, skipping over Fubo, YouTube TV, and others, and going direct to you, the end consumer. That's going to hurt the middleman there. It always does. How much? I don't know. But Fubo is obviously very unhappy, and their investors seem a little unhappy because their stock price plummeted after this news. Well, depends on how you look at 27% as plummeting. So leave me a comment. Let me know, do you think that Fubo will be severely negatively impacted by this or not? What's your views on this? Leave me a comment. I'll love to hear from you. All right, speaking of plummeting revenues, Fox reported their numbers. Now, this is the Fox broadcast television company. They own Fox Sports. They own some local Fox television stations. They own the Fox network and Fox News with this. They saw their ad revenue drop 20%. So not Disney. This is Fox. So ad revenue dropped 20%, including Tubi. They own Tubi with that. Now, that's not good. Now, it was an election year. This is an election year. Many people speculate the money will go up because of an election year. But ad markets are very soft. And this is putting a very big pinch on local television stations and cable networks that heavily rely on advertising to this day. 20% drop in 2023 is massive. Keep an eye on this, as if it continues to fall this way, it's going to make TV stations really struggle here really soon. All right, deal of the day. If you've been thinking about getting T-Mobile home internet, their 5G home internet service, it's $50 a month if you have a T-Mobile phone. Right now, that they are offering a $150 MasterCard to new subscribers if you sign up. Limited time offer. Details in the post down below if you want to figure out how you qualify. But it's basically 3 months of the service for free. You also get a 15-day free trial. If you don't like it, you can return your products and not get billed for it. Check out the details down below. That's our deal of the day. The other deal of the day is Amazon's Fire HD 10 Kids Pro tablet. Very nice tablet for kids here. If you want a tablet so your kids stop using your phone and one you can lock down and have all safe. I'm a parent. I understand all the parental controls. It seems like I'm always discovering some new way to try to lock it down to keep my kids from accessing games and things, or making purchases that they shouldn't. Anybody ever have a kid rack up a bill when you weren't paying attention on your phone? Guilty. But check it out. Amazon Fire 10 Kids Pro tablet. Bit of a mouthful, but it's on sale for $149.99. Pretty nice tablet. I have them for my kids. I really like them. All right, do you feel like you're getting more spam phone calls? Well, a new survey has come out, the Global Call Threat Report. Says in the fourth quarter of 2023, 81 million phony phone calls around the world were made every single day. Now, be careful. Increasingly, these calls are targeting cord cutters, pretending to be streaming services to get you to update your credit cards and other info. Be suspicious if somebody calls you saying they're Netflix, Hulu, or some other company wanting your credit card. Just be very, very careful out there. And lastly, Amazon is joining an initiative to help develop responsible AI. Amazon's joining the U.S. Artificial Intelligence Safety Institute. They're going to donate $5 million worth of computing power to them to help develop guardrails and recommended safety guidelines for AI to develop responsible, safe AI, which is going to be a big important thing. Now, Amazon's joining a growing number of governments and private corporations in this project. Look for this to become more and more common. Question is, once the genie's out of the bottle, can you ever put it back in? Can you really do limitations on this? But we're still very early, and they seem very committed to trying to develop something here that will create some guardrails on AI to make them safe. Let me know what you think on that. All right, let's dive into the question of the day. If you have a question for me, leave it in the comments down below. Start it off with something like a question for Luke, so I know it's something you want me to answer here at the end of these videos. Today's question comes from Billy, who says, Luke, do you think that YouTube TV subscribers are going to fall after the Super Bowl? I know there's some people who realize they don't have to have YouTube TV in order to get NFL Sunday Ticket. Yes, I do think that some people will unsubscribe from services like YouTube TV after the Super Bowl. There are people who only get it for football. But most sports fans are sports fans in general, and they're probably going to watch March Madness coming up. We still have the Spring Football League and other sports happening around the country right now. But, like I said, increasingly we're seeing direct-to-consumer ones with this. YouTube TV is now the fourth largest TV provider in the United States. It now has 8 million subscribers. Will it have 8 million come this fall, or will we see a dip and then a jump? The great thing about cord cutting is no long-term contracts. You can unsubscribe. Honestly, if it wasn't for my job, I probably would unsubscribe from things like YouTube TV over the summer because I don't watch it that much. College football season, NFL, I sure do. So leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Do you plan to unsubscribe to services when the sports season ends? Do you rotate services, or do you just subscribe and keep things all year? I really do encourage you to consider rotating your services. It's one of the best ways to save money with cord cutting is to get a service like Hulu, binge watch everything on it, and then cancel it. That and trying to take advantage of deals like I still get free Disney Plus bundle from my wireless plan provider. Other deals like if you're a Walmart Plus subscriber, take advantage of the free Paramount Plus with that. But rotating services is a great way. You know, a new show comes out in Disney Plus, get it, binge watch it, cancel it. New show on Paramount Plus, get it, binge watch it, cancel it. It really does help to keep your costs down. Well, that's it for today. I hope you have a fantastic day. I'll be back again real soon. Take care, be safe, have a fantastic day, everybody.